Feels like it's been a while since I played it last. Let me just see. Where would Saku be? I don't think I put it. Oh, yeah, there it is. So, yes, last time, Jinpo Senpai. Now we'll skip that. We've seen that enough. Here we are. So yeah, Jinpo Senpai has not given up on recruiting Yuma into the student council. We'll have to wait and see. It's kind of confusing. I think this is right. It's evening. Right now, I'm waiting for dinner in the living room. Wow. Tina is so cute. Look at her. Say, Tina, what have you been doing all day? What happened to you being a love fairy? She's a bit too comfortable in the house, it looks like. Seems like she really turned into a total shut-in. Did you forget about that? Tina pouting is not happy, Tina. Why is it my fault? I've been telling you that I'm not interested in that, haven't I? You need to get that scythe out and get him motivated. Aren't there other things you can do, like trying to pique my interest or something? You've got to do something to help me here. Throw me a bone, jeez. A little effort wouldn't kill you, Miss Love Fairy. That said, it's not like I want to have a love fairy put in her back for me. But you know, regardless of what I do and what I don't, doing nothing but eating and sleeping is definitely... Holy moly. I have a feeling that Konami might have suffered a total defeat at the hands of Jinpo Senpai. A school uniform-clad Konami suddenly trots into the living room. Okairi? It's not Okairi, is it? Well, welcome back. I'm not entirely sure. You're pretty late. Okairi nasai desu, Konami-san. Yeah, that was it. Okairi nasai. Yeah. I am learning. Oh my, she looks absolutely wiped. Oi, what's wrong with you, Konami? You look so pale. She seems to be in really low spirits. Konami? Konami's lifeless face reminds me of a zombie. Oi, what in the world happened? What are you talking about? Crown jewels? Oh no, she must be a woman. Aoi-san? In response to Konami's shocking confession, Aoi-san collapses while foaming in the mouth. In the end, it turned out to be nothing serious. Yeah.
将棋に負けてしまいました。
Yes, the crown jewels were taken. Apparently, she only lost at shogi.
よかった。お母さんてっきり。
You were sure of what, Aoi-san?
てっきりあ、そうだ夕飯の用意するね
Oh yeah, I don't want to say.
てっきり何ですか
Don't ask me, I don't know.
私にも教えて
How can I tell you what I don't know? You're the one who said it in the first place. What do they want me to say? These girls. But it really got me worried when you suddenly turned up like that with a pale face.
また入院しちゃうと思った
Maybe flashed through his mind for a second. Don't say that, even as a joke.
コナミさんどこか調子が悪いのですか
Yeah, that wasn't referring to...
ちょっとね小さい頃に入院してたことがあるの入院そうだったんですか
There was a period when my little brother got hospitalized as well. They didn't think he'd make it, but he did. So that was a relief.
楽しかったな入院生活
What I remember is my little brother played on the N64 they had there a lot. He sort of hogged it to play Super Mario 64. Memories. What are you saying? You were always complaining how boring it was to stay in bed all day.
でも毎日欠かさず兄さんが来てくれたし父さんもちょくちょく顔を見せてくれたよ
Well, now that she mentions it. As a child, Konami wasn't really attached to me and instead always clung to Dad. Considering that we're so close that she'd even casually tease me, it deeply moves me when I think about it. Dad must have been busy with work, and yet he always made time for you.
そうだね兄さんも
It's not like I had anything better to do in the first place. Besides, I think it's only natural to visit your little sister if she's in the hospital.
そっかじゃあ兄さんが入院したら私も毎日お見舞いしてあげるね
He has been in the hospital, right? I'm telling you, don't joke around about this sort of thing.
その時は私も一緒にお見舞いします
The sentiment is appreciated, Tina. You, Tina? You'd go to the hospital?
はい私がお見舞えば立ちどころに元気いっぱいですよ
Healing him with the power of love, eh? A soul reaper who visits you in the hospital. Could there be any bad omen worse than that? No, right? Well, setting the talk about hospitals aside, isn't it pretty unusual for you to lose at a game of shogi?
いつも兄さんには負けているよ
Because he knows your weakness. Yeah, true, but you have a positive win-loss ratio on the internet, right?
一応だけど
That's impressive. So I didn't think there'd be someone good enough to defeat you this close by.
うん私もびっくり
That Jinpo senpai is something else, isn't she? Maybe calling to mind the course of the game, Konami seems as if she's seriously pondering something. As long as she keeps that earnest attitude towards shogi, I'm convinced that sooner or later, she'll win against the person she lost to today. It made for a good exercise, right?
うん
So, did you already recover from the emotional scar you've suffered?
兄さんが頭を撫でてくれれば大丈夫
Oh yes, that's something I definitely want to do to Konami. Jeez, if you put it like that, I can hardly refuse, can I?
うん
I place my hand on Konami's head and gently stroke her hair. Try your best to win next time.
負けないためにも修行する
training? As I ask that question, Tina begins to joggle my arm.
私も頭を撫でてもらえると大丈夫です。
Aw, she feels left out. Oh, that's so cute. If you want me to pet you, just say so in a straightforward way. Mantak. Since I have no particular reason to go through with the trouble of refusing her, I start to rub her head. So, what kind of training were you talking about?
実は指示を仰ぐことになりまして。
Under a teacher? Who exactly?
将棋部の部長に。
Eh? I thought there was no shogi club.
なんと本日発足。
Oh no, well I can't wait till he finds out who's the president. Oh? Is that right? That must mean her talk with Jinpo-senpai went well. I thought Konami would end up being the only member, but it's a relief to hear there's another person who is proficient enough to become Konami's teacher.
ユーマさん、ユーマさん。見たいテレビがあるので、もういいです。
I'm sorry, what? I see you're the type who does whatever springs to their mind, huh? As I let go of her head that I've been rubbing, Tina trots off towards the TV. And now that I think about it, it really feels like Tina perfectly blends into our family. Konami-chan, do you enjoy your school life?
とっても。
Glad to hear it. In that case, the main problem at present is... Leaving Tina's case aside, the major problem left is Jinpo-senpai's relentless pursuit in bringing me into the student council. That alone seems like a problem. Seems to be a problem that'll cause me more than just one headache.
あれ？今日はコナミちゃんいないの？
Mio-chan! Apparently, she has something to do at school. She left early in the morning looking really drowsy. I'm impressed. She's not a morning person, that Konami. It's very unusual for Konami to get up so early. Maybe her excitement regarding her club activities from today on got the better of her, and she couldn't sleep anymore.
用事ってなんだろうね。
Dunno. Just ask her in person if you want to know. But let's set that aside for now and do the usual thing.
よろしくね。
Wakarimashita. I think. As I gently grip Mio's hand, she presses her hand on her mouth to prevent her voice from leaking. And so we walk today's telephone pole distance. Wow, she hung in there. Good on her. With the usual rehabilitation over, Mio and I head towards school side by side. But since Mia's eyes are still slightly swollen, I walk at a pace that's as slow as time allows. Still vexed that you didn't manage to hold your tears?
昨日読んだ漫画でちょっとショック受けて。
Manga? You mean the one Tsukishima confiscated?
あれはもう全部読み終わってるよ。
That just shows you how much she loves that stuff. Soka. Which means she brought them to school in order to return them, huh?
ゆうくんが見た漫画の続きを昨日読んだの。そっちではヒロインが男の人と喧嘩しててね。
Wait, I thought they were all boys' love. Eh? There was a heroine in that manga?
いたよ。
I guess I was wrong. I thought that only male characters would appear in those kinds of works. Seems I have to revise my view on them a bit. So, what happened there?
その人がヒロインに向かって言ったの。すぐ泣く女はうぜえって。
Oof. That must hit so close to home. Soka. So what's your point? Even without her telling me, I can more or less already see what she's getting at though.
言っ ゆうくんもうざいって思ったりする？
Is Mio annoying? I can't say I mind, to be honest. Ah. Wouldn't you know it? A mix of speechlessness, even admiration, and other emotions make me heave a sigh in spite of myself. I never once thought of you as annoying when you cried.
本当？
Why would I lie? Also, in my opinion, it'd be a far greater issue if you didn't face your nature.
本質って？
If she's willing to go through this sort of thing to overcome it, then, you know, that's something to admire. Can you keep yourself from crying when a guy touches you? Well, that goes without saying.
無理。
Right. However, you're doing your best at rehabilitation in order to fix that, aren't you?
それはそうだけど、いつ治るかわからないし。
Days, weeks, months, maybe even years, but I'm sure she'll get over it eventually. Then I'll make you cry until you do.
たくさん泣くよ。
I don't mind if you do, as long as you smile for at least the same amount to cancel it out.
笑うの？
Smile for me. She wears a smile that makes the people around her happy. I shouldn't be the only one who's always calmed by it. Konami, Tsukushima, Aoi-san, So, all of them. I think everyone around us loves Mio's smile. Yeah, it's quite a wholesome smile, isn't it? Smiling is your field of expertise, right? So in return, you can cry in front of me as much as you want. That doesn't work for you? Mio shakes her head while saying, "No, I'm fine with that," in a barely audible voice.
なんかまた涙が出てきた。
Aww. A wry smile escapes me in response to Mio smiling while crying. That's perfectly okay. There it is, there's the smile we love. The extremely happy expression she shows me infects me, making a warm feeling spread within my chest. What I was seeing was undoubtedly the smile I'm loving. When we arrive at school after a while, I perceive a somewhat noisy atmosphere within the school. Masaka. Did Hanako not learn her lesson and put up a wanted poster again or something? While I change my shoes, I throw my gaze towards a crowd of people that start making a ruckus for some reason.
ゆうくん、すごい人だかりだね。
Sure seems to be a big one. Tashikani.
何があったんだろう。
Sa. Why don't we go take a look?
行こう。
I lead Mio to the notice board, ensuring that she doesn't bump into any male students. As we arrive at the notice board, we find... Both Konami's posters and mine, which had been hanging here just yesterday, are now gone without a trace. But in place of that, there was a paper that says, "Notification from the student council," put up there.
生徒会将棋部ってなんだろうね。
Haha, something to replace the posters. I see you thinking. Very good question. Furthermore, it says, effectively immediately, the student council changed its name to the Student Council Shogi Club. Can she do that?
あれ？ねえねえ、ゆうくん。これって。
She can't just do that, right? I mean, she's allowed to wear her own unique uniform and all that, but she really has that pull? Konami? The notification further continues with, "New member, Asaba Konami, first year." Konami? Masaka. gomen, Mio. Go ahead to the classroom without me.
ゆうくんはどうするの？
I have to check something regarding the shogi club.
ちょっと、ゆうくん！
Shaking off Mia's voice, I hurry towards the student council room. In the hope that Jinpo-senpai is in there, I put my hand to the door to the student council room. Thereupon, a familiar voice informs me that apparently there is already someone else who has come to pay a visit before me.
ジンポ先輩、これはどういうことなんですか?
Of course it is Yuri. Yuri is always the first to any sort of insubordination to the rules. Tsukishima, right? I can already guess why she's here though. Without knocking in advance, I slide the door open with a start. Sureshimasu.
あれ、ゆうまくん? 今日は朝からお客さんが多いな。
Is it any wonder if that's notice?
浅場くん。
I spot Konami standing alongside Senpai.
兄さん、どうかしたの？
That's what I want to ask. I'd like an explanation for what exactly is going on.
うん。今日から生徒会でアン先輩のお手伝いをすることにしたの。
Ooh, you see what she's done. The student council? I thought you joined the shogi club.
生徒会将棋部だよね。
Which is very strange.
はい、そうです。
What is the meaning of this, senpai?
そんな怖い顔で睨まないでほしいな。
It's your own fault for doing something that in turn makes me glare at you.
浅場くんの言う通りです。
でも、少なくとも私については兄さんに睨まれるようなことはしていないかと。
It's more what her recruiting you means for him, I think.
そうだそうだ。
Nani? What do you mean by that, Konami?
だって、アン先輩が将棋部の部長。
Pointing her hand towards her, Konami introduces the shogi club's president, thereby informing us that, apparently, Jinpo-senpai is said shogi club president. Incidentally, the one you lost to yesterday was...
アン先輩。
That means your teacher is...
将棋部の部長ことアン先輩。
そうか。
私はコナタンの師匠なのです。
コナタン？
コナミちゃんのこと、かわいいでしょ？
Well, it's certainly cute. I'll give her that.
はい、かわいいです。
はい、かわいいです。Well, I'm in no place to say anything if Konami doesn't mind it. I understand that Konami lost at Shogi and then the Shogi Club was founded with Jinpo-senpai as the president. Well, to be perfectly honest, that doesn't really add up either. But the biggest question is, just how did Konami end up joining the student council?
どうやら意味がわからずに思い悩んでいるようです。
Well, I'm sure Ann Senpai will explain.
今の説明でわからなかったの？
おそらく。
じゃあもっと詳しく説明しよっか。
If you wouldn't mind.
そうですね。私も意味がわからないので、しっかり説明してください。
Yes. I'm not sure if her explanation will be satisfactory, but we'll see. Tsukishima, who's been glaring at Senpai the whole time, probably concludes that there's no point in keeping up her daunting demeanor and eases up a bit.
そういえば、ユーリってそもそもどうして怒鳴り込んできたの？生徒会の名称のことってさっき言ったじゃないですか。名前を勝手に変えるだなんて非常識です。
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. Student Council Shogi Club. Was it? I guess it's only natural for someone like Tsukishima, who's strict with rules, to come storming in.
ああ、それなら今話した通りだけど。 それでは意味がわかりません。
We know why she did it. Same here.
もう結構詳しく喋ったのにな。なんだろう。簡単に言うと、ギブアンドテイクってやつ？ギブアンドテイク？
私が将棋部を作りたいとアン先輩に相談したのですが、一人だと同好会になるから部費も下りない。
Would they need a budget though? I suppose they would if they went to a tournament or something, but other than that.
それで生徒会も人数が少なくてとても困ってるんだよってコナタンに相談をした結果、
It's not exactly a natural result though, is it?
合体しました。
Konami and Senpai merrily strike a fusion pose with such vigor that I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd actually heard the corresponding sound effects. In front of these two girls, I, and most likely Tsukishima as well, am assaulted by a severe headache. So in other words, in exchange for being able to perform club activities, you have to help out at the student council.
そういうこと。
Finally, everything comes together. That's indeed what you'd call give and take. I actually heard from So that sometimes clubs with too few members share a club room or fuse together. But I've never heard of the student council being a fusion partner.
ふざけないでください。
Yeah, man.
そんなつもりはないんだけど。そんなことあります。
You are. You're diminishing the influence of the student council.
どうして？生徒会は各部の予算割り当てなど、それらの仕事を公平に行うことが前提なんですよ。
Yes, it does come off as a bit favoritism.
仮にも生徒会長なんだから、それくらい知ってるよ。それが特定な部活と合体なんて。他の部に対してどうやって公平な立場を保つんですか？
Indeed, how? I see. Now that she says it, she has a point. I can't think of an objection in regards to Tsukishima's sound argument. But apparently, that doesn't apply to Jinpo-senpai.
部員人数と実績に応じた額にするつもりだよ。ほら、これが予算表。
これは
問題ある金額にはなっていないと思うんだけどな。
Seems like she already took care of everything in regards to that. You've got to hand it to her. It seems she is quite capable when it's needed.
それでもやっぱりおかしいです。代表機関である生徒会と部活動が一緒になるなんて。
Oh, I have a feeling you're not gonna win this, Yuri.
だからギブアンドテイクなんだよ、ユーリ。私はコナタンに将棋部を作りたいと相談されたから、生徒会に入ってもらう代わりに仕事を手伝ってもらう。
Seems like she does have it all under control.
私は生徒会の仕事を手伝う代わりに、先輩は将棋部員として一緒に部活をしてもらう約束です。
This is another way of getting him into the student council, isn't it? If he wants to join the shogi club, he has to join the student council, and it's his little sister's club to boot. So you can see where the planning was, the big brain move.
理解できなくはないです。ですが、
Does she not have any more arguments? Tsukishima is at a loss on how to reply. I'm probably the same right now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm yawning a lot now. She started a club for Konami's sake, but at the same time, it's still hard to overlook Senpai's eccentric way of implementing it. Is it really so wrong if it's being done for the right reasons? That thought also passes my mind.
わかりました。もう結構です。
She has been soundly defeated in the reasoning department.
ありがとう。分かってくれてよかったよ。ええ。いくら言っても先輩には通じないことが分かりました。ユーリの言うこともちゃんと聞いてるんだけどな。
It's more the principle than the reasoning, though.
ただ、一つ知っておいていただきたいことがあります。何を？部活申請に必要な人数は最低5人です。現在の生徒会の人数を合わせても足りません。
Yeah, but this is where her ingenious plan comes into play, as I explained just.
あれ、そう？私とコナタンとコエタ君と。
It'll probably be a lightning strike out of nowhere for him, but So is included in her count before he's even aware of it. How should I put it? It's kind of like he's the type who always gets the short end of the stick. It makes me pity him.
あとはユーマくんにユーリが入れば合計5人？
She included them as well. I knew she was gonna do that. That's her ploy.
なんで私が入ってるんですか？
I'm also fairly positive I declined your offer to join the student council.
ユーマくんもユーリも私と合体しちゃえば全部解決なんだけどな。
But a freeway fusion doesn't work, does it?
しません。
Fusing all and everything together is not a magic bullet for solving problems.
でも風紀委員と一緒になればユーリが困ってても私たちが助けてあげられるよ。
This is some weird shit.
結構です。
I am perfectly fine with who I've got, thank you very much. In response to Jinpo Senpai's proposal, Tsukishima strongly refuses.
とにかく部活申請にも生徒会の名称についても風紀委員はそれを認めていないことはお伝えしておきます。本当に固いな、ユーリは。
Well, she has to uphold the morals of the school.
ちゃんと改めてください。それでは失礼します。
Having said that, Tsukishima leaves the student council room. I feel like I've just caught a glimpse of the problems that the PMC is burdened with. Especially when she was imposed the title of president. Well, their policy is the exact opposite of the student council president's. Anything goes as long as it leads to the desired result approach, so it's really no wonder why they clash with each other.
それで、ユーマくんはどうする？
I humbly decline your kind offer.
コナタンが心配じゃないの？私何するかわからないよ。
She is such a schemer. My sister seems to like you, and besides, I think that I can trust you to some extent.
わ、兄さん大胆発言。
Anything to refuse the invitation to be the student council.
その信頼できる先輩と一緒に働くチャンスだよ。
That has nothing to do with it. I refuse. I decline.
もう本当に強情なんだから。
頑固な兄ですので。
Why is it like I'm the bad guy now? Be that as it may, thank you. Arigato, senpai.
突然何？
I'm just thanking you for respecting what Konami, my sister, wants to do.
やめてよ。そういうの照れくさいし。
Even though she's doing it for the wrong reasons. It's just that I think you should have consulted with the people around you, like So or Tsukishima. Take before taking action.
私そんな衝動的に見える？
Yes, you're incredibly impulsive, senpai. A person who isn't impulsive would think of a better name than the one you came up with. Student Council Shogi Club. She only strung both names together.
コナタンはいいって言ったのにな。ね
ええ、この安直さ加減がたまりません。
Well, Konami's a simple girl, so it's fine. It would seem that naming sense, or rather that idiotic vibe to the name, just met Konami's personal taste. Let's leave the naming aside for now. At least in Tsukushima's eyes, you might seem to be always acting impulsively.
ふざけているつもりはこれっぽっちもないんだけどね。
How about you think objectively about it rather than subjectively?
それもわかってるよ。
She mutters that as if she's persuading herself rather than consenting with me. Then she gently smiles and continues.
だけどね、後でこうしておけばよかったなんて、そんな後悔をして過ごしたくないんだ。
Huh, is that right?
なんて、結局は自分の都合なんだけど。
Exactly. She's abusing her power to make things more convenient for herself. She sews a somewhat embarrassed smile. That pattern of thinking reminds me of a certain someone I happen to know very well. Tina. That certain someone is a guy who once lost his life, and now that guy struggles to live his life to its fullest without leaving behind any regrets. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not Tina. Yuma. So for that reason, I can't deny her way of thinking. It's impossible for me to deny it. So kana?
あれ、納得しちゃった？
Partly, but there's a part that doesn't.
半端だね。その納得していない一部って？
Your way of doing things is likely going to leave Tsukushima without a smile on her face.
だろうね。
As long as you understand, that's good enough for me.
ねえねえ、リュウマくんってもしかしてユーリの彼氏？
それはちょっと聞き捨てならないですね。
いいえ、なんでもない。And Konami, don't chime in there.
じゃあどうしてユーリを笑顔にしたいの？
Isn't it obvious? I continue as I apply my hand to the student council room's door. Naturally, it's best to have everyone wear smiles on their faces. And that is why I think he can't come to terms with love. Saying that, Senpai stares at me with her mouth wide open while Konami smiles. Take care of my sister then. Seen off by her staggered gaze, I leave the student council room behind me. Whew. After school, the infirmary. In the end, Tsukushima had been ill-humoured for the rest of the day. I tried to talk to her several times, but we never managed to have a real conversation. It weighed on my mind that she returned to the dorm in that state, so I decided to voice a little request at the infirmary. If there's work to do, let me prioritize dorm-related work.
寮関係の仕事だって？
Ah, I guess she has that sort of pull. Although she's the school nurse, she's also the supervisor for the girls' dorm at the same time. Ah, I see. For that reason, I often had the chance to do dorm-related work. Why are you giving me that curious look?
珍しいだろう。お前が自分から仕事をやりたがるなんて。
Well, this is a special case. Sokana. Or is it Sokana? That's so.
そうだ。で、それは今日張り出されてたあれに関連することか？
Well, something like that.
生徒会将棋部だったか？適当な名前だな。
Yeah, it was very simple, just... yeah. That's what I told our president as well.
手が早いな。もう人法とそんな仲になってるとは。
I don't really know what you're imagining, but I'm nothing more than a pitiable brother whose sister has been taken away.
ああ、そういえば、コナミも生徒会に入ったんだったな。もしかして、それで生徒会将棋部なのか？
Sharp on the uptake, Naoe-sensei. 。 Well, basically. It's a hassle to explain everything in detail, so that's all I say.
お前は面倒ごとに巻き込まれるのが好きだな。
I like to think it's more that trouble follows him. I don't remember growing to love it, honestly.
ま、そういうことにしておこう。
It bothers me that she seems to be implying something with that, but well...
さて、女子寮に関する仕事なら竹だな。
The normal one? Ah, I guess she's talking about 1 or 2 remaining chores out of the set of 3 she presented to me the other day. What do you want me to do?
私の服の洗濯を頼む。
No, that can't be it. 何これ？
お前こそ何を言っている？ユーマが望んだ通り、寮での仕事内容だぞ。
Yeah, clean my laundry. Yeah. Ooh, I'd love to see what she wears. That's not dorm-related work.
これも社会勉強の一つだと思って我慢しろ。
Ah, wakata. I'm the one who asked for it after all. I'll do it.
下着が欲しいなら持って帰ってもいいぞ。
Oh, why are the school nurses always so lewd? As if I'd care about your panties. That is cold, man. That is cold. Anyways, now I have a pretext. I leave the infirmary and hurry to the dorm. This laundry room is not only used by the boarding students, but also by the sports clubs. Makes sense. I heard that there were several voices raised demanding that the use of the laundry room be free of charge. However, it resulted in students bringing in their personal laundry, ultimately leading to that plan getting scrapped again. There's always the few that ruin it for everyone else, isn't there? Well then, it's fully automatic, so I should just quickly throw the laundry in and be done with it. But seriously, she could have at least put her underwear in a laundry bag. I stopped my eyes from being drawn towards the black and translucent underwear. Ooh, god damn. At the very least, there's no question that it's underwear of a colour and design not found in my home. Anyways, I should get this done while no one else is around.
Asabaku.
Oh, shit! The last person he wanted to see at this moment. Eh? As I throw various laundry into the washer, the owner of a familiar voice approached me. There is nothing I'm guilty of. After all, I'm only doing what I was told to do. But apparently, to Tsukishima, it doesn't look that way. I'm not surprised you've got it's a sensei's underwear. Oi, say something.
浅場くんがそういう人だと思わなかった。
You make it sound like I'm doing something wrong.
誰のだか知らないけど、汚したんでしょ。
What? So that's how it goes. I'm curious. Just how does she see me? Let me just say this. You're probably having some huge misunderstanding regarding this.
どんな？
I only came here to do laundry, and also, this is not mine.
浅場くんのじゃないのだから、そういうことなんでしょ。
Yep, she got a point. Damn, that sure backfired. Listen, Sawada-sensei asked me to do it.
沢田先生？保健室の？
Thank God, she understood. Yeah, so it's not like I soiled it or anything.
という言い訳？
Do I actually look like a pervert to the extent of being worthy of that suspicion?
冗談よ。
When it's with the PMC chairwoman, it's kind of hard to know when she's joking or not. It seemed to me that your eyes were rather serious, actually. But well...
まったく、紛らわしいんだから。
Alright. But at any rate, I must say, the ill-humoured aura she had around her during the day has dissipated considerably by now. Maybe because she loosened up once the school day was over.
Nani?
Well, nandemonai. You came to do laundry too?
ええ。見ないでもらえるとありがたいのだけど。
Fair point. Oh, gomen. I divert my eyes from Tsukishima and continue throwing the laundry into the washer. While I proceed just like that, I glance at Tsukishima's back. It's not like I want to see her laundry or anything. I wonder if I'm actually in Yuri's route. Because we do seem to be doing a lot of stuff with Yuri lately. Tsukishima is so quiet now that she seems like a completely different person than the one at the student council room this morning.
ねえ。浅葉くんは私が規律にうるさい人間だと思う？
Even if you are, that's your job. So, you know, no one can fault you for that. Not once have I thought of you as annoying. What you say is always right and makes sense. Albeit they may cause friction with people like our president. But I can declare with absolute certainty that Tsukishima isn't wrong in what she does.
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえるとちょっと嬉しいな。
Are you bothered about what happened this morning? Of course she is. At that question, Tsukishima casts her eyes down and sinks into silence. In the time I struggle with the question of whether I should say something to comfort her or not, Tsukishima mutters softly.
会長はすごいよね。
Whenever she does something, she always does it so thoroughly. Well, I guess you could say so.
自分が正しいと思ったことは何が何でも実現しちゃう。それがたとえルールを破ることになっても。
It might well be that in the past, there were similar instances of what happened this morning.
でもね、私はどうしても風紀委員長として言っておかないとって思ったんだ。
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with what you did. Right. I don't think it was wrong to do so.
だけど、私の言う通りにしていたら誰も幸せになんてならないわ。コナミさんだって。
True, she would have hurt Konami, wouldn't she? Doing that. True. Can't do anything about that part. But regardless, isn't it still something at least someone must tell her? That's only natural, considering the very head of an organization is twisting the rules arbitrarily.
うん。ありがとう。ごめんなさい。つまらない話で。
It isn't boring at all. And also, there is no need for you to apologize.
そうかな。
Yes. Yeah. I was wondering which way I should say that in, but I decided just, yeah. I think the reason Tsukishima feels down most likely stems from her own strong sense of what is right. In that case, how should I value that, Tsukishima? This is a question that's very easy to answer. That's why I want you to continue saying what is right, and not only to the president, to me, to Hanako, and to everyone else as well. If no one says it, then wrongdoings will slip through unpunished. That would make the people who play by the rules look like idiots. This time, Jinpo-senpai overdid it. I know that, and she obviously knows that as well.
そっか。
So, well... In exchange, I'll tell you what I think is right if you ever do something unreasonable.
浅葉くんが？
What's with that surprised face?
だって。
だって？
女物の服を洗っている男性に言われてもねって思って。
I guess it's true. Rather than a wry smile, she shows a somewhat nonplussed one. You have a point. Even so, I'm glad she finally smiled. Yuma, come on, dude. Want me to do your laundry next time too?
結構です。
Oh, that Yuma. Such a kidder. No need to be shy.
普通、そこは男性が遠慮するところじゃない？
Not one in the midst of their adolescence. Well, I guess it depends. A sound argument.
私が浅場くんに正論を言われることはなさそうかな。
Doesn't seem like it, does it? I can't even imagine you say you. I can't even imagine that you'd say something wrong in the first place.
試しに言ってみたら叱ってくれる？
Like what, for example?
そうね。
Tsukishima sets her gaze adrift and begins to search for something that I wouldn't expect.
沢田先生の下着を洗えて嬉しい？
I don't think I gave you any reason to believe that.
でも寮生の間では有名よ。浅場くんが沢田先生の召使いだって。
I mean, not wrong, not wrong. He does do whatever she tells him to. That's pretty shocking. It's true that I help her out though, so I can't clearly declare that I'm not. True that.
先生のお世話をするのが趣味なのよね。
I honestly don't remember having that sort of hobby.
それが反論？
Tsukishima triumphantly shows a composed expression. That in itself is quite a rare expression for Tsukishima to make, but regardless of that, I'll try to respond to that composed face appropriately. It's not like it's actually a real argument, but... Sawada-sensei was one of my father's students.
教え子？
Hi, he was a teacher. Well, he passed away a couple of years ago, though. An uncomfortable expression surfaces on Tsukishima's face. Tsukishima! I keep saying Suku, it's Tsukishima. I didn't mean to cause her to make such a face. I'm the one who brought it up. Don't worry about it. I take a quick breath, then go on. She cried a lot for him. When he died due to his illness, she cried for him more than his family did. Both Konami and I were so dumbfounded by the situation that we didn't cry at all. Back then, we were just completely hollow. Aoi-san didn't cry either. She probably braced herself because she had to think about the future, so at the funeral, she remained firm while gently gripping our hands. So out of all of us, she was the only one who cried for Dad. In the place of us three, she dedicated a lot of her tears to Dad. So I want to help her out as much as I can and grant her days where she can spend her time casually with a small smile on her face. In the end, it's merely my ego though. Well, did that have enough persuasive power?
ありすぎかな。
Yeah, you go into a deep story like that and it's always going to have some persuasion. Sorry for having made you listen to that heavy story.
納得した。
Well, I'm glad it did. Then I suppose it was worth telling her. So, Tsukishima, I want you to smile too.
どうして私が？
You felt sad when you heard about my dad, right? So I want to make you casually smile as well.
適当ってもう。
A casual smile is better than a sad face, Yaro.
適当になんて笑いません。
You're smiling now, though. Saying that, Tsukishima displays an extremely gentle smile. So, are those already all the clothes you need to wash here?
残りは手で洗うものだから。
Oh, look who's eavesdropping on the conversation. Jinpo senpai. I'm free until the laundry's done anyway, so I'll help you if you want.
浅場くんってよくわからない。
What are you referring to?
いい人なのか悪い人なのかエッチな人なのか。
Oh, she had to add that third one. Ah, Gomen. That's what you have to wash by hand.
そういうのよ。
I can't say anything about being good or bad, but I'm just your normal perverted guy.
最低。
Wow, admitting you're a pervert makes you the worst, eh? I'm a guy. You just gotta deal with it. It's certainly feeling like I'm on Tsukishima's route now. At night, after taking a bath, I return to my room.
やっぱりユーマさんのお布団が一番落ち着きます。
Why is she always on my bed? I don't mind you using my bed as you please during the day, but I'm the one who uses it at night, so get out. I have to finish my homework now, yet Tina is sitting in my room.
何を言っているんですか？お布団は夜にこそ必要なものですよ。
Well, yes, but... right back at you. But man, I must say, considering she has nothing better to do than spend the whole day napping, it's amazing that she can still sleep at night. I think Tina is secretly a cat. Cats are the only creatures I know that nap most of the day. She's a soul reaper after all, so what's common sense for humans probably doesn't apply to her. Ah, soul reapers don't have to bother with school exams and stuff, huh?
ですから恋の妖精です。いい加減に覚えてください。
No. No, I don't want to. I can't recall you saying or doing anything related to that during the last few days.
決して忘れていたわけではありませんよ。
Haha, cat got your tongue, Tina. Well, no, she actually said something, didn't she? Seeing how she's all flustered, I guess she actually really forgot.
あのですね、ユーマさん。
どうしたの？
恋の妖精って何をしたらいいのでしょう？
I can't believe a supposed love fairy is asking that question. What exactly is a love fairy supposed to do? I'm getting a headache again. She herself stated that she will fulfill my love, and now this? She's completely useless. I'm not even interested in love. How should I know? Consult that. Jiro, was it? On your head about it.
小太郎です。
Hi. Then be a good girl and talk a bit with your friend Saboru.
ですから小太郎です。私の使い魔なんです。
He's freaking cute as well, I gotta admit. Why'd you have to be so obstinate over it? With Tina's looks, it'd make for a good picture if she played alone with a stuffed animal. Albeit that thought strikes a contrast to how half-heartedly I'm dealing with her right now. Anyways, I have homework to do, so...
そろそろ喋ってもよろしいですかね。
Oh shit!
ただのぬいぐるみです。
Poor Kotaro. Tina tries to hide the plushie that was placed on her head. Hey, wait a second. Hand me that Monzaemon. Monzaemon? For a moment. That's not a Monzaemon. What are you talking about?
門左衛門ではありませんですよ。
Huh?
よいしょ。と。 ですね。
Tina, you said it was your familiar. I don't think it surprises anyone that it can talk.
この子は門左衛門です。いいえ、小太郎でございます。以後お見知りおきを。
A plushie that can fluently speak Japanese. Just great. First a love fairy, and now a talking plushie, or what?
驚かれないのですね。さすがはティナ様に目をつけられてしまった人間さんです。
What does that mean?
なんだか悪意を感じます。
With the way he said it, it was nothing but spite if you ask me. Identical to his outward appearance, his tone is completely spiritless, yet in contrast to that, he's awfully talkative and appears over-familiar. Thus, his communication ability seemed to be inherently higher than Tina's. Oof.
さてティナ様、いい加減にそろそろお仕事の方にも取り掛かっていただきたいのですが。
I can't believe it took him this long with her just napping all day to actually say, Oi, do your job.
知らない。そのように言われましても困りますね。私としましては人間の恋などどうでもよいことでございまして。
Wasn't this guy meant to support my love or something?
私のようなぬいぐるみに何ができるというのですか。
Yeah, there's not really a lot I can do, is it? Let's be honest. I don't think a Mia plushie can talk. Again, a good point. I didn't consider that. And because he talks in that spiritless way, it even makes him seem somewhat eerie.
最近のティナ様には私もほとほと困り果てているのですよ。
You're meant to be reaping souls. Why is the master getting dejected at the words of her own familiar? I must say I can't really grasp her circumstances.
もう説得も面倒ですので、恋をするならちゃっちゃとしちゃってくださいませんかね。
So in the end, it's up to me or what?
見かけによらずティナ様も頑固な方でしてね。私の言葉には耳を傾けてくださらないのです。嫌です。恋の妖精はやめません。
So you're trying to get her back to being a soul reaper, right? Tina hugs my arm and snuggles up to me.
ユーマさんの恋が叶うまでやめないです。そばにいたいです。
Whoa, watch how you're phrasing that, Tina. People could get the wrong impression. Even though she can't do a thing, she still wants to be with me. I'm sure Tina herself already knew from the beginning the fact that she can't in fact become a love fairy. But at the same time, I don't want to see her working as a soul reaper. I don't want to treat Tina as a being that reaps the souls of dying people.
お願いです。私を捨てないで。
Oh. I won't. I know that I'm being soft here myself. Kotaro, was it?
はい。
I understand your feelings, but can't you let Tina do as she pleases for a little longer? Fulfilling my love? That seems to be her objective.
ユーマさん。
Just as you said, she's quite a stubborn one in contrast to her appearance, and compared to how big she talks, she basically can't do a thing. On top of that, she's a glutton who feels lonely easily, a neat fairy who only clings to me just like she's doing right now at this moment, but Tina is, in her own way, she's wishing for my happiness. From your perspective, it might look as if she's just fooling around, but I still think that's a good thing to wish for someone's happiness. Even if her way of doing it is wrong, I don't want to deny Tina's feelings. You're giving your best for my sake, right, Tina?
ユーマさん。
I think everyone wants to do work they'll be thanked for rather than work they'll be resented for.
そうでございますか。
Oh, god damn it. Kotaro's sleepy expression doesn't change. I swear I don't think this monster energy's working in resolving my tiredness. I guess it'll take more than that to persuade him.
わかりました。では、ティナ様には恋の妖精を頑張っていただきましょう。
Wow, it worked! Huh? He was actually all too easily persuaded.
私といたしましても、お気持ち自体は理解できなくもないですからね。
Is that right? そうか。誰じゃ。
ですが、猶予を差し上げられるのは、この方の恋を叶えるまでですよ。それでもいい。
Yay! That's unexpected. He's quite the reasonable one. At least that's what I thought for a moment.
ですから、さっさと恋とやらをしていただけませんかね。
Hurry up, you dick! No, like I said...
小太郎の言う通りです。早く恋をしましょう。興味がないなどと、ざれ言はいい加減にしてくださいませんか
Nah, he's impatient too. In the end, I only gained another cause for headaches. Ugh, come on. Wake up! The next day at lunch break, for a certain reason, I have been summoned to the infirmary. You want me to help with the checkups?
ああ、明日、おそらく半日はかかるかな。
Wait, is that the physical exam? I don't mind, but what grades guys will I be in charge of?
男子？何を言っている？女も担当するに決まっているだろう。
Is that a good idea? Sensei. Wait a second. I naturally can't help you with that.
行為も若い女医だ。悪くない話だと思うが。
That's not the issue here. Does she lack any decency or common sense? Or does she lack any decency or common sense? If it's caused a bad rumor to spread after I helped examine the girls, it certainly wouldn't be very funny for me. I'll only help you with the guys.
別に医者の真似事をさせようってわけじゃない。身長と体重の測定だけ頼む。
I don't think they want a guy seeing their weight in particular. That doesn't change the fundamental issue. Do you seriously believe that makes it perfectly alright?
ああ、何の問題があるんだ？
It's like she doesn't understand common sense. No matter how you look at it, there are a mountain of problems. That's what I think, at least. But it's probably futile arguing with her anyway. I guess I have no choice but to give in. Wakatta. If you're in a fix to the extent that you have no choice but to ask me for help, then I'll do it.
嬉しいくせにいちいちへりくつをこねるんじゃない。
That's what I should say to you.
女子の測定と聞けばやりたがるのが普通じゃないか？
I think it's more what the girls think rather than what the guy thinks, though, Sensei. Well, it's not like I can't understand, and on top of that, it's even approved by the school nurse after all.
わかっているな。
What problems could this arise? Frankly, I don't want to get it.
嬉しいんなら思春期の男として正しい反応をしていろ。
And what kind of reaction would that be?
アホみたいに鼻の下を伸ばして笑え。
God damn it, Nai Sensei. Easier said than done if she just suddenly tells me to laugh. Ha 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 ha. That meeting your standards if I just dryly voice it, something like that?
こら、変な笑い声を出すな。ベッドで人が寝ているんだぞ。
Oh my, I'm sorry. You're the one who told me to laugh.
まあ、 本当の病人でもないから別に構わないんだが。
I wonder who it could be. Huh? どうしたの？
ここには仮病を使って休みに来るやつがいるからな。
I wonder who that could be.
沢田先生ひどい。私がいることは黙ってるようお願いしたじゃないですか。
Yeah, who didn't see that coming?
バーカ、黙ってたってすぐバレる。そいつは私と違って仕事熱心だからな。
あ、ちょっとユウマくんのその呆れた視線は何？
なんでもない。I just thought that pretending to be sick suits you rather well.
私って仮病キャラなの？
Yes, you've always have been. Actually, I can't even imagine you attending classes.
ひどい。こう見えても病弱キャラなんだよ。最初は本当に具合悪くて。ねえ沢田先生。
さあ、どうだったかな？
You're not getting any backup from her. Looks like she has not even the tiniest intention of backing Senpai. How exactly do you feel sick, Senpai?
ね、こうキューッと胸が締め付けられるの。
God damn it, Jinpo Senpai. Your chest. Does a reason for it come to mind?
恋煩いかな。
Come on, Senpai. そっか。
ああ、
Just go to sleep. Please cure that feigned sickness as soon as you can. I'm an idiot for having been worried.
ユーマ、ジンポウは相手をするだけ無駄だぞ。
There really isn't. She'll get her way whatever happens, doesn't she? I realized that just a moment ago. If she wanted to warn me, she should have done so earlier. Well, let's get back to checkups.
おう、アホみたいに鼻の下を伸ばして笑うんだったか？
God damn it. That's just some crap you blurted out on your own.
まあ、どうもあれ。お前はもう少し感情を顔に出すべきだ。
About how he wants to go, I get to measure the ladies.
ああ、そうですそうです。いっつも無表情というか神経質そうっていうか。
Seems like your faint sickness got cured already, huh?
ユーマ、そいつをつまみ出すかはお前に任せる。
I really can't be dealing with her shit right now.
そんなのつまみ出せって言ってるようなものじゃないですか。
Well, yeah. She has a point. Chasing her out would make it a lot more quiet. You're not getting any backup from anyone in this room, Jinpo Senpai. Please just accept it. Sa, do you really look that tense? Do I really look that tense to you?
全く神経質じゃないのは知っているが、いつもムスッとしているぞ。
I wonder if that's something he got from his father. And that gives off the impression that I'm tense?
そういう受け答えは神経質そうに見えるかもな。
What do you mean?
ねえユウマくん、普通さ楽しいこととかあったら笑ったりしない？
Well, yeah.
本当？ユウマくん本当に笑う？
I wonder. I can't really remember. At what time am I supposed to smile? For example.
女子の身長と体重を測れるときだな。
Well, that's meant to be a lewd smile, right? Don't bring up such a questionable example. Does she want to tell me to laugh with a lewd face again?
いやらしい意味での笑いでもいいけど、ユウマくんはそういうのを顔に出してる？
Does he? I can't say that I ever did intentionally.
神経質そうに体重を告げられたらやばいのかなって思っちゃうかも。
Is that how it works?
重い病気を告げるにはちょうどいい顔なんだがな。
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, you're going to die. I don't have opportunities to do something like that.
だからね、ちょっと優しく微笑んでくれたりすると、私の体重って大丈夫なんだみたいになるでしょ。
These women are awfully assuming, aren't they, that a guy would know how to smile. So kana. I don't know whether it's because I'm a guy or what, but it's kind of hard to fully assimilate what she says.
ほら、人の笑顔ってさ、幸せを感じられるじゃない。けどユウマくんにはちょっと幸福度が足りないと思うの。
確かにな。幸福とは程遠いしかめっ面だ。
And that's how he always looks, eh? It's that bad? But since those two are voicing it as an objective assessment, there has to be a point to it, I guess.
そうだ。じゃあ今ここで笑ってみせたらどう？
Yeah, yeah, show him that creepy force smile. You want me to smile?
ユウマくんの笑顔も見てみたいし。
I don't think he has a reason to smile naturally though, does he? That's kind of difficult right now. After all, it has been evaluated as disgusting and strained by two very close people. Gomen, maybe next time.
なんで？
That's rather hard to answer. I'd really like to openly tell her that I'm anxious about how she'd see my smile, but I ultimately decide to keep quiet about it. Instead, I just gloss over it. Well, 9:30. That's it for tonight, guys.
セーブ画面です。
Thank
セー
you
ブしていいのかな？
so much for watching. It's been a
これ
pleasure.
でおしまいかな？
I hope this makes up Sunday and Monday. Because, you know, I can be quite bad with my schedule. I know I just say it's a rough guide, but yeah, that's just how it is. So, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we will be playing some other games. Death End Request is on there, but I'm not sure if I actually will. I mean, I could just skip ahead and do the grinding I need to do, but, you know, we'll wait and see what happens. Little Buster's definitely tomorrow anyway. So... You always have to leave off with that comment, don't you, Martin? Oh, God. You're worse than Amelia. See you guys later.